As we all know, quality assurance is a continuous process. Therefore, this is only the beginning of a long path where we all are moving towards achieving excellence in quality assurance. We hope to organize Ruhuna Quality Assurance Sessions 2022 also next year, and sincerely look forward to meeting you all again next year as well. Thank you very much. Over to you, Nirmala.
Thank you, sir. We would like to share a glimpse of all the participants before we wind up the opening ceremony. Therefore, I kindly request all of you to switch on your cameras to capture this special moment. Thank you. Please rise for the national anthem. Thank you. Let me please bring your attention to a few special announcements. The session of the academic and administrative entities of the University of Ruhuna to be presented by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell chairpersons will commence shortly at 10:40 a.m. Kindly rejoin on the same link to attend the session after 10-minute break. To join with the two parallel technical sessions, You are kindly requested to access the Zoom links communicated to you earlier, and the same links are posted in the chat box as well. Kindly note that the technical sessions will begin at 1:30 p.m. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank all of you for joining with us in the opening ceremony of the inaugural Ruhuna Quality Assurance sessions. We expect you to join us for the rest of the program to share the perspectives, scientific findings, and innovations on quality assurance in higher education through a common platform. Thank you and see you in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Nirmala.
Thank you, Professor Kanti.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Okay. Yeah, do it. Okay.
Reverend sirs, ladies and gentlemen, welcome you all for the inaugural Ruhuna Quality Assurance sessions once again. This session is dedicated to highlight the quality assurance activities of the faculties and other academic and administrative entities of the University of Ruhuna. They will be presented by the chairpersons of the internal quality assurance cells. The chairperson of this session is Professor Mahinda Athapattu, former director of the Center for Quality Assurance, University of Ruhuna. I'd like to request from the audience to keep your microphones muted during the presentations. Without taking much time, let me respectfully invite Professor Mahinda Athapattu to chair the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Nirmala. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Thank you, Dr. Nirmala. Welcome again to IQAC session of the Quality Assurance Session 2021. As I said earlier, this session is a very important event, important internal review activity. It's glad to see we have more than 100 participants taking part in this session. Before commence this session, I wish to welcome you all, especially Vice Chancellor, Senior Professor Sujio Amaraseni is with us, and also Deputy Vice Chancellor, Saman Chandan is with us, Registrar, Bursa, our Senior Administrative Officers, and also other academic staff members, IQAC chairpersons. All are present here with us today. It's a great pleasure. I welcome you again to this session as well. Before I commence this session, as I said earlier, whole purpose or all objective of this session is to share our experience among ourselves and learn from each other. In this session, each IQAC chair will present his IQAC activities with the problems they face, success stories, best practices, and all those things. Some of the faculty level activities I highlighted, mentioned in my presentation, but those activities will be more elaborated and more detailed discussed in this session. So we'll have a series of presentations from 10 IQACs. We are not going to have a discussion at the end of each presentation. At the end of all presentation, we will have a general discussion where we can discuss or we can inquire or clarify further about the activities done at each faculty and get more information about those activities. So without wasting time, we have a long list of presentations and we have afternoon session as well. I will invite our first IQAC chair to make his presentation. The first presentation will be made by Dr. Chamila. Dr. Chamila, are you with us? Dr. Chamila?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
yes.
Great. Okay, I'll invite Dr. Chamila to make his presentation. He is with us. Over to our technical committee.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chamila Vijayakon. I welcome you all to the presentation of the IQAC Faculty of Agriculture. So this is the present composition of IQAC. We have representatives from all the departments and one member from the computer unit, and we have assistant registrar as the secretary. So we operate according to the CQA bylaws. So we have regular meetings as well as special meetings. And sometimes we invite members to our meetings rather than the regular members. It includes me as well. So almost all the members of the IQAC are involved in major committees of the faculty, including the academic committee, curriculum development committee, etc. So it is advantageous for us in many ways. And in 2020, we had 6 regular meetings and number of ad hoc meetings related to program reviews. In 2021, we have had 5 meetings so far, and numerous ad hoc meetings to discuss various matters such as action plans, curriculum development, preparation of online examination guidelines, and so forth. So from now onwards, I will take you through our journey. And the IQAC was established in 2015 along with the IQAU of the university. And we started off with the preparations for a program review. And then at that time, our chairperson was Ruhuna, and then second chairperson was Mahinda Atapat was appointed. And he immensely contributed to prepare for the program review, and then laid a good foundation for the QA activities of faculty. Then there are many activities introduced during this period, and one of them was the introduction of online teacher and course evaluation via Google Forms. And then Professor Atapat was promoted to the director of CQA, and I became the chairperson. In 2019, towards the end, we had to start the program review site visits. So we got 2 A grades and 1 B grade for one of the degree programs. During this process, we worked as faculty, as team, and all these degree programs are handled by our own staff with the same kind of facilities. So we are kind of unfortunate to have the B grade for one degree program. Anyway, we trying to improve further from here. So in 2020, we started off with the activities mainly pertaining to the program review recommendations. So all our activities were kind of oriented along the program review outcome. And then we introduced thesis research evaluation form for the entire faculty. I'll show you this form. So it is an Excel-based template. So we have a lot of criteria. So this was introduced to overcome many issues of personal bias and accountability issues and many more. Then we were planning to initiate some activities to improve the examination arrangements of the process. For example, improving the labels of paper packets, including barcodes and kind of things. Somehow we had to hold for a while until the examination manual is finalized. And then we proposed some improvements to our detailed degree certificate in 2017, and at that time a committee was appointed for the whole university to look into that matter, and I think now we have a common format. So we are waiting to adopt it as soon as EMIS is implemented and we have the resources needed to do so. And we also improved the teacher and course evaluation forms. Again, they are all, of course, online forms, but we improved the content. And then we attempted to resuscitate the alumni association by building a database. So we teamed up with some students from the science faculty, volunteering students, and they were introduced to us by Sabrina from the computer department of our university. So the first prototype has been developed, and we are making adjustments to that. Then we also plan to convert these paper-based forms to electronic forms along with the computer network of the faculty, and we are waiting to do that until along with the commissioning of our faculty intranet, which is almost complete at the moment. And then we introduced common template for question papers, so they were adhering to the examination guidelines. that we kind of automated the form. So there are a lot of menus. So it is a menu-driven form, so you don't have to type many things. So the format will be the same, and many staff members, I mean almost all, are currently using this for their examinations. And then we started preparing the action plan for the program review, and then we included one member from the computer unit to the IQAC, and then we also proposed the student participation in QA-related activities to the faculty board, and the faculty board agreed how to select students for the IQAC and how they should participate. And then we also documented the examination procedure for the faculty. Then we also proposed improvements to the content of the detailed degree certificate, that is include the student rank, specialization information, and so forth. And then we also introduced a mechanism to send the papers to the library soon after the examination was conducted. So it will be done through the registrar. And we finalized the action plans for the league programs, and now we are working on implementation stage. And then we propose some improvements to the student handbook. So it will help guide the student through his career as well as academic career in faculty. So some of those improvements are the introduction of career tree, where all the opportunities, almost all the opportunities available for the student, along with the benefits in one page, like a tree, so he can climb. And then another page which include space for him to prepare or jot down his goals and check whether they have been achieved. And then we also tried to introduce a separate column to the student handbook to the right of the subject names, so the student can mark whether he has applied, passed, or failed, and the status of the subject. So whether he need to attend to the subject again or not. So then we are also discussing at the moment whether to include it in the mentoring book. So we will try to implement it as soon as possible. Then introduction of online event recording system. I have already proposed this. I have already submitted this to the QA session, so we'll present it later on. It is a Google form based system where events will be recorded in a centralized person. So we have 12 at the moment events recorded so far. And then we also proposed a centralized teacher course and peer evaluation system. Currently it is being developed, and so I will show you some aspects. For example, this is the course evaluation form. So we have only one form for the whole faculty for the courses, but later on the IQAC is developing the system to summarize the content. And the most important part is to follow up actions. So we are going to share this information with the rest of the respective head of the departments and the course developers and the teachers. So that is also I have submitted to the QA sessions. And then from here onwards, we are going to implement this teacher and course evaluation platform, then monitor the action plan. We have already identified the teams and they are working on it. And the same team will prepare the faculty for the next year, and we are going to adopt or prepare the policies for differently able students and gender equity and equality. And then we are going to establish a regular employer feedback acquisition mechanism in collaboration with the Industrial Training Committee and the IPO, and prepare TORs for the committees, and then uh, adoption of the examination manual, and then resolve some issues related to degree names in the OGC handbook. And there are many activities, and we try to contribute, maintain the quality of the curriculum, degree program, courses, and academic environment of faculty, just as we did in the past. With that, I conclude my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shamila. Actually, your presentation self-justified the conduct of this session. There are a lot of things we can learn from your presentation. Surely there may be many questions from the participants, but we'll leave those issues to be resolved at the end of the total session. Now, while thanking Dr. Chamila for his excellent presentation, I will invite our next presenter, that is from Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, Dr. Nirmala Ratnayaka, will make this presentation. Thank you. We'll over to our technical committee.
Good morning to all of you, Vice Chancellor Sir, Deputy Vice Chancellor Sir, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Nirmala Ratnayaka, Internal Quality Assurance Cell Chairperson of the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. I would like to brief you about the quality assurance activities of the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences in next 10 minutes time. In this presentation, I will be talking about these aspects. As most of you all know, the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences was established in September 2017 as the 10th faculty of the University of Ruhuna under the leadership of Senior Professor Sutiva Amarasena, who was appointed as the founder dean of the faculty. From its inception, the medical laboratory science, nursing, and pharmacy departments were established to run the pre-degree programs, medical laboratory science, nursing, and pharmacy. Now, the faculty has been able to increase the annual intake of students up to 300, and so far, 8 batches of medical laboratory science and nursing and 6 batches of pharmacy graduates are passed out from these 3-degree programs. The Internal Quality Assurance Cell of the faculty was established in February 2018 according to the university requirement with 8 members aiming for continuous quality improvements in the field of allied health sciences degree programs. In line with the Center for Quality Assurance bylaws, the IQAC was able to adopt a terms of reference and decided the committee members' positions as well. And recently, we were able to establish the Internal Quality Assurance Cell office in the faculty. As mentioned in this slide, the faculty IQAC comprised of this composition in line with the Center for Quality Assurance bylaws and with little deviations to include few personnel considering their experience and expertise to strengthen the services in the different aspects. With this composition, the IQAC currently comprises of 17 members, and the 17-member cell was appointed recently in January 2021. The IQAC is not the single body which contributes to the quality of the faculty, but the services and the support of the other committees is also important for the quality assurance. So, IQAC of the faculty is working in line with a range of faculty level committees as mentioned here, and almost all the decisions of the IQAC is communicated to the faculty members via faculty board and further communicated to the Center for Quality Assurance of University of Ruhuna. After the establishment of the IQAC, it had 25 regular meetings with some special meetings, and I am happy to say that almost all the members of the IQAC are attending the meetings regularly. Though the internal quality assurance cell was established in the faculty soon after its inception, the faculty members needed to have a deeper understanding on the depth and the breadth to be achieved in terms of quality assurance and what are the best practices and how these best practices could be incorporated into the system. So at the same time, in the year 2018, the University Grant Commission requested us to participate in the program review in the same year. However, since it is the newborn stage of the faculty made a request to postpone the program review process to year 2021. So with that blessings of the program review, we open a path to identify the best practices, mainly referring the program review manual and having a series of workshops on quality assurance in different aspects. Then the entire faculty made a huge effort as a team within the faculty to standardize many aspects of best practices. In next few slides, I will present the activities facilitated by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell with respect to the standards in the Program Review Manual as well as the Center for Quality Assurance bylaws. Under the governance and management, the first task that the IQAC was able to do was the development of the first faculty level student handbook, which was launched in year 2020 by a separate committee appointed as the Handbook Committee. The Internal Quality Assurance Cell worked towards to establish a common file coding system for the entire faculty, and then we were able to take all the documentary evidences related to the activities of the faculty into a common system which facilitated us to work and document efficiently. We were also able to establish a system to monitor and evaluate the teaching and learning activities and administrative activities. For this, a range of feedback forms were developed and implemented as hard and e-versions. For smooth functioning of this activity, an academic staff member from each department who is a member of the IQAC was appointed to supervise. These are the evaluation forms we have developed by the IQAC. The faculty was able to establish the Allied Health Science Management Information System for the administration purposes, and the awareness of the staff and the students on this AHS MIS was enhanced with few workshops. Further, the web is constantly updated with the recommendations of the IQAC and other faculty committees. Recently, the faculty took the initial steps to launch a faculty newsletter as well. Regarding the few activities of curriculum design and development, the IQAC was able to conduct few workshops, so all study programs were able to prepare the course unit summary sheets and the curriculum mapping documents. The curriculum revision of all the degree programs are underway with the external stakeholder involvement, and recently the medical laboratory science degree program converted into semester system with its curriculum revision. Feedback on the curriculum and course units are continuously taken using the student satisfaction survey and course unit evaluation. Further, considering few experts' views we received regarding the program learning outcomes and the graduate profiles of the study programs, we are now in the process of revising them by an appointed subcommittee. For teaching and learning activities in the faculty, we were able to establish the learning management system, which is well updated now. We were able to conduct few workshops on the student-centered learning and learning management system to enhance the awareness of the academics. All the teaching and learning activities are now continuously monitored through the peer evaluation and feedback forms for teaching and learning activities, including the trainings and attachments. We have taken up plenty of measures with regards to the student support and progression. We have a well-planned mentoring service for the students, which is done according to the developed mentoring terms of reference. Few student societies were also established in the faculty, and further compulsory English program for the students was developed. The students and the staff were made aware regarding the library services, and library service satisfaction is continuously obtained. Very importantly, we established a few criteria to identify the weakly performing students and a system to monitor them. The grievance committee also was established in the faculty, and grievance mechanism in both written and online mode was established to handle the students' grievances. All the activities in relation to the examinations are done according to the examination manual, and very importantly, we move towards the moderation of question papers from the scrutiny boards we had earlier. To enhance the awareness on examination procedures, workshops were conducted, and further, the standard operating procedures for conducting clinical and practical examinations were prepared for each degree program. We identified the need of having a common standard operating procedure for practical and clinical examinations in the faculty. Therefore, two separate committees were appointed to work on them. External examiner feedback is taken continuously by using the external examiner feedback form. And further, examination results are continuously analyzed, weak students are identified, and measures are taken to improve the results. For smooth functioning of the study programs, defined set of duties and responsibilities were designed for the course unit coordinators, batch coordinators, and the clinical coordinators by a subcommittee appointed by the IQAC. The continuous professional development policy was prepared in the faculty, and a needs survey for the CPD programs is implemented at the end of each year to identify the areas of interest, and the annual CPD work plan is decided based on those results. Further, we have taken the initial step to appoint mentors for the newly joined academic staff members as well. With all these activities and the contribution of the entire faculty staff, we have been able to adhere to the quality standards up to a certain extent. With this development, we are going to involve with the program review in this year, and recently we submitted the self-evaluation report to the UGC. The faculty committee is appointed for writing the self-evaluation report and to collect the evidence worked hard, and therefore the same teams will also continue their work for the future events as well. Further, we are conducting some progress review sessions to identify the extent of internalization of the best practices in the faculty. During this process, the biggest challenge that the IQAC faced is the human resource. Therefore, for the efficient functioning of especially the feedback mechanism and incorporating them into the system efficiently, there is a necessity of a clerical support for us. Regarding the improvements we have done with the COVID-19 pandemic, initiation of learning management system and use of Zoom platform for teaching activities are important. Here I have mentioned a few plans for year 2022. Especially, we are expecting that the site visit for the program review will held in next year. Apart from that, they strengthen the feedback mechanism, keeping evidence in e-versions, developing distance education programs, establishment of service centers and new degree programs, and conducting online examinations would be more considered by the IQAC of the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences in next 1 year period. Finally, I should say that we are still at the initial stage and we have a long way to go towards the achieving of high quality standards. The strength behind all these activities is the commitment of the faculty members and guidance of the seniors and the resource persons. So, I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to Vice Chancellor Sir, Deputy Vice Chancellor Sir, Dean of the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, former and current directors of the Center for Quality Assurance, all the resource persons of the workshops for their continuous support and guidance for us to maintain the quality standards in the faculty. And further, I wish to extend my gratitude to all my colleagues in the faculty for their continuous commitments in all these activities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nirmala. I really appreciate your hard work. I understand that you experience a limited number of staff at Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. Despite those difficulties, we understand Faculty of Allied Health Sciences has recorded remarkable achievements, has taken a lot of initiatives to improve the quality status in your faculty. At this stage, we need to acknowledge immediate past chairperson of the IQAC Allied Health Sciences, Dr. Halani Gunwardana as well. So thanking Dr. Nirmala, I will invite our next presenter. That's from IQAC Engineering. I invite Professor Sudhira Silva to make his presentation. Over to technical committee.
Good morning to all of you. I'm Sudhira Silva, Chairperson, Faculty Quality Assurance Cell, Faculty of Engineering. Today, my presentation focuses on Introduction to the Faculty of Engineering, Function of Faculty Quality Assurance Cell, Continuous Quality Improvements adopted by the Faculty of Engineering, Online Examination System, Future Plans. Faculty of Engineering was established in 1999 at Hapugala. There are 4 departments. 3 degree offering departments offered 5 degree programs. Department of Interdisciplinary Studies is the service department, contribute on mathematics, management, economics, and professional development modules as a core and general electives. During this year onwards, the faculty has taken steps to increase its intake, almost double, and currently the annual intake is increased to 530 students. Degree programs conducted at Faculty of Engineering, University of Ruhuna, fully accredited by the Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka under the Washington Accord, which is an international accreditation agreement for the professional engineering academic degrees. Graduates of the Faculty of Engineering are well recognized by the other signatory countries as having met the academic requirements for entry to the practice as an internationally recognized engineer. Faculty Quality Assurance Cell of the Faculty of Engineering contributes to improving the quality of the undergraduate program. Compared to the other faculties, we have Department Quality Assurance Cell, that is a unique here, are functioning and identify their inputs to enhance the quality of the undergraduate degree program in department levels. All the matters are taken up at the Faculty Quality Assurance Cell and forward to the Senate Standing Committee on Quality Assurance through the Faculty Board of Engineering. Today, my presentation focuses on continuous quality improvements techniques adopted by the departments targeting their IESL accreditation and SLQF requirements. This slide shows the members and the composition of the faculty quality assurance cell. Next, I will discuss a couple of good practices adopted by the Faculty of Engineering to enhance the quality of the undergraduate degree program. Inspiration of Faculty of Engineering, University of Ruhuna, the curricula was developed to align with the requirements of outcome-based education. This slide shows the key components focused on outcome-based curricula. Mainly program educational objectives, program outcomes, course outcomes, and performance indicators. Program educational objectives is what the program is preparing graduates for in their career and professional life. Program educational objectives are broad statements that describe what graduates are expected to attain within 3 to 5 years of graduation. A sample of program educational objectives identified by the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering is listed here for your information. The graduates are expected to successfully fit into the society and satisfy the needs of the employers and the industry. Attributes required for engineering graduates are defined in the Engineering Program Accreditation Manual of IESL. All departments refer to the program outcome listed in the Accreditation Manual of IESL. This is a snapshot to define the outcome-based education curricula and its needs. Continuous quality improvements adopted by the Faculty of Engineering are key parameters to support this system. Therefore, various inputs coming from different directions are incorporated. We measured, assessed, and done changes according to the requirements. Faculty of Engineering is running in the process of continuous quality improvements. Program mapping is the one of key parameter used to measure the constructive alignment in the program. Based on the available data, external examiners review suggestions and recommendations, and IESL accreditation recommendations are also considered for the improvement of the quality of the undergraduate program. In a simplified way, this continuous quality improvement can be represented as a cyclic process. The faculty and the department quality assurance cells play a significant role in monitoring, analyzing, and facilitating these requirements. One major input is having detailed module information sheet that supports the student get their clear picture on outcome-based education curriculum. This slide shows how you can prepare module information sheet that represent learning outcome, program outcomes, delivery methods, assessment criteria, and KPI in a mapping matrix. Finally, the lesson plans give for a student that is give an overall snapshot of the OBE curriculum. This part shows the learning outcomes, program outcomes attainments for a module. The quality assurance cell ensures that the students' attainment in learning outcomes and program outcomes are at the exit level in an expected level. This process is done at the annual module review in each module by the Department Quality Assurance Cell. To achieve the highest quality in the program, this process needs to measure and analyze time to time. For this purpose, each department has a set of forms developed on their own and frequent monitoring and analysis of outcomes carried out and discussed at the faculty and department quality assurance cells. In addition to that, each department gets a contribution from the stakeholder parties. All these matters were taken up at the department quality assurance cell. This feedback is greatly helpful for the improvement in the curriculum revision as well. Also, time to time, we organize workshops and seminars for the academic staff to update their knowledge, especially on outcome-based education and matters related to the curriculum revision. Most of these activities are kind of mandatory requirements to satisfy the accreditation of engineering programs by the IESL. During this COVID-19 pandemic situation, the faculty need to identify a lot of challenging techniques for the delivery of lectures, conducting lab sessions, and evaluations. Herewith, I would like to share some of the arrangements done at the Faculty of Engineering on online examination and conducting field sessions and laboratory experiments for the students. The development of online examination system is a very challenging task. The Faculty Board of Engineering appointed a committee to take this task. We had looked at the development of IT environment, guideline for the students and the staff, etc. This online examination system is run in a Moodle and Safe Exam browser and Zoom video conferencing platform as shown in this slide. This slide shows the different interfaces developed to support supervisor and invigilators. Supervisor and invigilator will assign and authorized by the Assistant Registrar Engineering to access to the system. The proctoring conducted through the Zoom video conferencing. Each exam room consists of 2 invigilators and they are assigned with the chief examiner. A couple of mock exams are scheduled within next 2 weeks and actual exam will conduct soon after that everything gets settled. The challenging task here to conduct online examination for 2 first-year batches, one with the 275 students and other one with the 530 students. This slide shows the system developed to demonstrate the field sessions and lab session. All these virtual online systems support us smooth functioning of the undergraduate degree program during this pandemic situation. Future plans includes mainly 2 tasks. One is the program review preparation, and other one is IESL accreditation review preparation. For the program review preparation, SAR already submitted. The collecting of the documentary evidences are now in progress, almost finalized most of the departments. And we want to develop a kind of a online document retrieval system to upload all the documentary evidences. Regarding IESL accreditation review, the civil and environmental engineering already completed their accreditation review and they got the full accredited. And the other 2 departments are get ready for review in 2022 and 2021 for their IESL accreditation review. And therefore, the Faculty of Engineering identified that major challenge is to improve the existing IT infrastructure up to the required standard to support all these online implementations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Sudhir. It was a very interesting and very informative presentation. Your presentation indicates us how much you can contribute to the university, not only to your faculty, your expertise. Faculty expertise can be very useful to the whole university when we face this kind of difficult situations. Again, I need to mention our previous or immediate past chairperson of the Iqac Engineering, Dr. G.I.B. Pereira. She also helped us to Center for Quality Assurance doing our quality assurance activities. While thanking Professor Sudhira again, I'll invite our next presenter. That's from Faculty of Fisheries, Marine Sciences and Technology. Dr. Asanka Jayasinghe will deliver the presentation over to technical committee.
Good day to all of you. I'm going to talk about the quality assurance in the Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Sciences and Technology. I'm Dr. Asanka Jayasinghe, Chairperson of the Faculty Quality Assurance Cell. If I give a brief introduction on the faculty, this is a relatively new faculty and also a unique one, only one of this kind in the university system of Sri Lanka. It was gazetted in 2005 and first batch was taken in 2006. There were 37 students, 31 graduated out of them. And I am happy to say that there are 3 PhD holders from the first batch and 2 other are reading for the PhD. At the moment, we have 360 undergraduates in the faculty in all 4 levels. The faculty comprise of 3 departments, namely Fisheries and Aquaculture, Limnology and Water Technology, and Oceanography and Marine Geology. We have 27 academics, 1 administrative staff, and 29 non-academic staff in the permanent cadre. And we are offering 2 4-year degree programs at SLQ 6, Marine and Freshwater Sciences degree and Fisheries and Marine Sciences degree. Marine and Freshwater Sciences give 2 specializations as Water Sciences and Technology and Oceanography and Marine Geology. And Fisheries and Marine Sciences give specialization in Fisheries Science or Aquaculture. If we look into the historical approaches in quality assurance, in 2010 we held a workshop, a stakeholder workshop with the participation of subject experts. This was before the graduation of even first batch, and as a result we revised our curriculum gradually, and the revised Fisheries and Marine Sciences program appeared in 2017 along with the new program Freshwater Sciences, Marine and Freshwater Sciences degree. Establishment of FQAC just started after the internal quality assurance unit in 2015. The first director of internal quality assurance unit was Iqac. He was also a member of the FMST and currently is the director of quality assurance council in UGC. And I was the first faculty nominee in that internal quality assurance unit. And then the FQAC or the IQAC was initiated in 2016. I was the first chairperson and serving up to date as the chairperson of the cell. We held our first meeting in 2016 July. So far we have held 35 meetings. The composition of FQAC is with the chairperson and deputy senior student counselor and the secretary. There are department representatives, so we decided to have 2 department representatives from each of 3 departments. And as the faculty coordination cell, we contributed to the university coordination unit activities in developing bylaws and academic accountability and workload model. So guideline for examinations, streamline student handbook format, and also developing different policies like feedback and peer evaluation and online assessment. And at the faculty level, we adapted Sri Lanka qualification framework following other universities. And also following the SLQF, we created our graduate profile, incorporating all 12 attributes into the profile. And we mapped our curriculum, and our target is to maintain outcome-based education. And following the approved format of the student handbook, we decided at the quotation unit, we have issued our, we have prepared our student handbooks each year, and we issued for each of the batch this standard student handbook. And in addition, we incorporated detailed course content to the management information system. And we are upgrading our website continuously, and there's a separate ICT committee for that. Also, it is a permanent agenda item in the faculty quality assurance cell meetings. And we have included all the relevant information for students, not only the students studying at the moment, we have included some information for prospective students as well. And also we are dealing with all students in the faculty through MIS. We are publishing all important notices, results, course registration, everything via MIS, and also each mentor can follow the student activities, the performance of students throughout through this MIS. And we have incorporated the statistics of results into MIS. This as this table and graph shows. The table shows the summary of the results per one course unit, and how each the students from each program is performing at that course unit is shown by these two blue graphs, and the pink graph shows all students together. And then the academic can compare all three graphs with the normal distributions at below. And also we are using learning management system to teach for our teaching activities, especially it was useful during this COVID-19 period. And based on the policy on student feedback and peer evaluation, we have upgraded our student feedback form, and we converted them into digital form. So using Google form, now a student can give their feedback. And because most of our courses are based on the field work, we have formulated lab and field safety guidelines, and there's a separate committee for that. And we are planning to hold some awareness workshop to staff and students in the near future. And also we have included this to orientation program, then each of the new batch can follow them. We faced the program review last year. Actually, we just prepared the self-evaluation report and submitted in 2020. And due to COVID-19, the external review didn't happen. So the evidence collection is almost done, but the evidence arrangement is a little bit slower because there's no forcing from the external parties. And also, as we heard, now we have to digitize all the collected evidences. And we managed to do all the exams for the last semester during the COVID-19 period. And we maintained the social distancing and followed all the strict health guidelines, and also not only theory classes, theory exams, we held the practical exams as well. And even under lockdown period, we held the last exam especially for the final year students. It was online because they had only the thesis defense, and level 3 exams were held under strict quarantine conditions. And we are planning for the future to digitize our program review evidence and paste the external review. And also we are planning of we are trying of different online assessment techniques, methods. We have to develop them. And we are planning to have this lab and field safety guideline workshops in the near future. And also because now the current curriculum has passed almost 5 years, now we are going to revise it again. And also we have a plan to introduce new master's degree program under this subject area. And also we are looking for accreditation methods for our degree programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Asanka. Thank you, Dr. Asang. It was really interesting and very informative presentation. We will come into your presentation and we'll have a further discussion. Some of the new initiatives we have done when we come into a discussion session. Now I will invite our next presenter. That is from the Faculty of Graduate Studies. May I invite Professor Subhashi Silva to present the IQAC Faculty of Graduate Studies QA activities. Over to Technical Committee.
Good morning to all. I'm Subhashi, a professor attached to the Faculty of Engineering. Today I'm here to present quality assurance activities in Faculty of Graduate Studies as the chairperson, Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Faculty of Graduate Studies. My presentation outline Faculty of Graduate Studies, postgraduate programs, best practices in third course degree programs, best practices in research degree programs, conclusions, and future plans. Faculty of Graduate Studies. Until 2011, postgraduate programs of the University of Ruhuna were administered by Postgraduate Unit. In 2011, Faculty of Graduate Studies was established as the 8th faculty of the University of Ruhuna. Since then, Faculty of Graduate Studies administrated all postgraduate programs of the University of Ruhuna with the support of Board of Study in relevant discipline. Faculty of Graduate Studies organization structure. The faculty is headed by the Dean. Under him, Board of Study in 9 disciplines are there. They will look into the postgraduate programs. And their Senior Assistant Registrar who will look on the student-related matters. And Senior Assistant Bursar who is looking on financial matters associated with these postgraduate programs. And each Board of Studies consists with BOS chairperson, 2 professors or senior academics, heads of departments, 2 faculty board nominees, and all postgraduate program coordinators. All Board of Study chairpersons and all postgraduate program coordinators are the members of the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, which will look into the quality of the postgraduate programs offered by the Faculty of Graduate Studies. We are offering 5 postgraduate programs, namely PG Diploma Program, SLQ with Level 8, MSc by Coursework, SLQ with Level 9, MSc Program, SLQ with Level 10, MPhil Program, SLQ with Level 11, PhD Program, SLQ with Level 12. All the Board of Studies are looking into these programs under their own faculties, own discipline. And these programs are managed by an efficient management structure in which students have direct contact with the postgraduate program coordinators. And all postgraduate program coordinators are the members of Board of Studies. Chairperson of Board of Studies is the member of the Board of Graduate Studies. And all these 5 programs are structured in a way that students are given options for upgrading or early exit or fallback options. For example, students who are registered at the lower degree program, lower level degree programs, have given options to upgrade to the upper level degree programs with the extension of period of study and with the satisfactory progress. And those who registered at the upper level degree programs have given the opportunity to exit early if required or fall back at the end of the stipulated period of the program. And when we talk about the MSc programs, basically levels 8 to 10, these programs are commenced in the Senate approved academic calendar for stipulated period of the program, timetable for each semester, and Senate approved teacher list, including visiting staff appointments given by the Vice Chancellor. Finance Committee approved budget identify the break-even number of the students required for the program in order to make sure sustainable financial support for running the programs. And these programs are commenced with orientation programs, often conducted by the relevant board of study in collaboration with the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Before pandemic period, we conduct this program physically. For the postgraduate program commenced during the pandemic period, we conduct the inauguration ceremony online. And after registration of the students to the program, they are provided access for all required information, including timetable, academic calendar, current students, alumni, bylaw, handbook, supervisors information, graduation requirement, board of study, contact details. Usually this PG program website is operated by relevant faculty or board of study. In each faculty, there are two main programs. One is undergraduate program, and the one is the postgraduate program. Therefore, each faculty operates postgraduate study website under the postgraduate program and uploaded all the necessary information required for the postgraduate students. And students are given the opportunity to follow a curriculum which has been designed based on outcome-based education. We develop course unit in which the number of credits clearly mentioned, objectives is clearly mentioned, and learning outcomes are clearly specified. And the module contents is given, evaluation criteria are given. We have the program outcomes. We match learning outcomes with the program outcomes in order to make sure graduates have achieved these attributes at the graduation stage. We are in the process of establishing program education objectives. And at the end of each course unit, we conduct the examinations. Usually examinations are arranged to conduct at the end of each semester. Examination papers are prepared and moderated by Senate-approved academics. An examination conducted strictly following the guidelines in bylaw and examination manual. And students give the feedback at the end of each course unit. These feedback forms has been developed by the internal quality assurance team. And we consider the student feedback for the development of the curriculum. And at the end of the completion of the credit requirement, students are awarded a degree with qualification, designator, and the qualifier. And we do conduct tracer studies for these students at the graduation. And graduates' information are added or uploaded into the website under alumni. And we talk about the research-based degree programs, levels 11 and 12. When you look into the SLQ requirement, they clearly mention minimum volume of the learning of the awards include the original research. Therefore, we thoroughly look into the research abilities and research success of the students. At the students' enrollment into the program, each BOs thoroughly look into three things. One, students' qualification, whether they satisfy the entry requirement. Two, supervisor qualifications. Supervisor should have the 3 journal publications. And the 3, quality and standard of the research proposal. IQAC has developed guidelines for research proposal writing, guidelines for research proposal evaluation, guidelines for qualifying examinations. Based on these, we do assess students' ability as well as the quality of the research proposal in order to follow the research degree at the level of the enrollment into the program. Agreement signed between the postgraduate candidate and the institution if necessary. MOU signed between the university and the partner institutions in order to make sure ownership of the findings. And we do monitor these research progress of students by having the progress research sessions. We conduct it annually. Progress reports, students need to submit progress report for every 6 months, and logbook maintained by research students. And there's a research rewarding systems introduced for the students and the staff. Science Citation Index research publications are selected for cash awards. And recently introduced credit transfer systems provide a path for international networking, collaboration with international universities and local universities. Postgraduate degrees with research is partially dependent on the one-to-one relationship between the candidate and the supervisor. This special nature of postgraduate degrees makes the evaluation even more challenging. An evaluation includes two main and rather different aspects. One is quality of research training students gain throughout the research degree program, and quality of research, especially outcomes of the research and international reputation of the outcomes. And examinations are conducted for these research students. Students have to submit thesis with the plagiarism report, where we accept similarity index less than 30%. We get the support from the library in order to assess this plagiarism report. Students fulfill publication requirement before submitting the thesis, and final evaluations are according to the guidelines in bylaws and examination manual. Thesis is evaluated by Senate-appointed external examiners. So these are to ensure a high standard of the process of thesis defense. For these research students also and the graduations, they were awarded a degree with qualifications, designated and qualifier. We do practice tracer studies for these graduates, and graduates' information are added to or updated into the website under Handbook. Coming to the conclusions of my presentation, Internal Quality Assurance Cell, together with Board of Studies, working towards improving quality of postgraduate programs, in particular equity, quality, relevance, international networking. However, we need further developments of postgraduate program curriculum, especially for the outcome-based education. We have to establish stakeholders and need to conduct the stakeholder meetings and collect their views, and need to do mapping of LOs and PEOs. And currently we are in the preparations for the program review of the postgraduate program. With this, I will wind up my presentation. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you, Professor Subashi, for your excellent, very informative presentation. I know Faculty of Graduate Studies, Quality Assurance Cell, it has huge responsibility, a lot of works ahead. Our program review is coming, and also you have initiated this examination manual preparation works, and also we'll have to attend this qualifying examination matters and all those things. So we will have a lot of activities in future at the IQAC Faculty of Graduate Studies. Also at this stage, I need to mention and thank the immediate past chairperson of the IQAC Faculty of Graduate Studies, Professor Lakmini Mudua. She also cooperated us with the CQA in our endeavor towards the quality assurance activities of the university. While thanking Professor Subhashi, I invite our next presenter, that is from Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. Presentation will be from Professor GPTS M. Kumara. Over to technical committee.
Dear Chairperson and participants, I would like to make my presentation, Functions of Quality Assurance Matters at the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, University of Ruhuna. Faculty of HSS commenced its academic activity year 1978 as Ruhuna University College. After that, Faculty of HSS is one of the 4 faculties of the University of Ruhuna, which introduced initial stage at the 1984. I would like to focus about our degree programs. We have 13 degree programs, 12 are honors degree program, 1 are Bachelor of Arts degree program. Honors degree programs we are conducting our academic departments. Bachelor of Arts degree programs conducting our faculty office. Then I would like to mention about the quality assurance steps taken in Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. In the year 2008, initially we set up Faculty Quality Assurance Committee that focusing on the subject review process. UGC sent an expert team to review subjects at the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences in year 2009. There are 6 subject review were done at that time. Some subjects taken B grade. That is a very good achievement at that time. Then year 2014, we had done major curriculum revisions. And year 2015, we actively involved to the institutional review process. We provided a documentary evidence as well as we participated the interview and discussion regards the institutional review process. And year 2016, we set up IQAC, Faculty of HSS, under the supervision of the Director Quality Assurance Unit of the University of Ruhuna. At that time, the director was Professor Iqac P. Gamage. And year 2017, we had done program review process. There were 2 programs, BA General Degree programs. We obtained 70.17 marks out of the 100. That status we got B. And BA Honors Degree program, we made a program review as a cluster method. We obtained 77.65 marks out of the 100. Actually, it is a very close to the A grade marks. Then I would like to mention about the recommendations and action plans based on the above mentioned the program review process. We obtain expert teams recommendations. Then another steps we have taken. We made a major curriculum revisions here 2019 and 20. That curriculum revisions we focus to adhere the SLQF guideline because our previous curriculum made year 2014. At that time we couldn't adhere some component of the SLQF because SLQF initially and officially published year 2015 onward. Then the major curriculum revisions of the year 2019-20, we applies all method of the SLQF. Then our next steps, we are now planning to face our next curriculum program review round year 2022 and 23 probably. Then I would like to focus your attention regarding the recommendation of the review process which we obtained from the expert team in year 2017. Based on now we are prepared action plans, I would like to mention what are the key points of the recommendations made by the expert team. Then learning management systems. They emphasize we should improve the learning management systems as well as the English as the instructions of the medium for some degree programs and make-up examinations. Then they emphasize about the considering the students' grievance as well as the some adaptation of the excellent practice, the peer observations, peer evaluations, as well as student feedback analysis, and obtain stakeholder feedbacks, and monitoring of the teaching and learning activities such as academic accountability models, as well as fallback options, and improvement of the ICT facilities in the faculty of HLS, and open source resources, etc. Then based on these items, we had made an action plan and we have kept all above item into our action plan. Then based on our action plan, initial action plan already forwarded to the Senate and we taken UGC approval also. Then thereafter, progress action plan also we got the approval. Then up to now, the progress of our action plan, you can see there are some colors in the blue color one. We can say we strongly adhere and strongly complete that activities, and we are no hesitate, and we are confident on that activities. And then there's some activities marked in green color. That one actually we are now work on that, but still we have getting some kind of little bit issues to complete that one. But we can mention that we can manage it and we trying to complete it. I think within the given time period we can complete that green color items. As example, the fallback options. Now we have taken steps to the fallback options as well as the make-up examination, some examination we have done. Then the yellow color ones actually we had made a discussion with the CQA. Then together we have to work on that. It is some kind of there are some kind of difficulties to implement that student exchange and credit transfer systems. We need to consider in future by the guideline of our CQA. And then I would like to conclude my presentations. Faculty of HSS has worked strongly in the aspect of quality assurance matters. In our academic accountability workload model in our staffs, each year complete very successfully, and they feed the data into the systems. And now almost students and staffs using LMS. And we are now focusing online assessment because of the this pandemic situations. We planned and we submitted some proposal to the Senate. Then we have strong IQAC as well as curriculum committee. We are gradually improving our weak areas newly introduced fallback options, make-up examinations. That are some kind of steps we have taken to improve our weak areas. And student feedback and peer evaluations and analysis also we done certainly, and we would improve it in within our time period. And research activities as well as project activities. The faculty encourage our academics and students to do the research activities and project activities. We have the academic conference and undergraduate symposium. We had won the two projects, the head project, as well as we have several other projects also. Then we are adhering university policies in plagiarism, again gender, variabilities, etc. And we have several committees on that. Therefore, we can say that we are faculty of humanities and social sciences strongly engaging with the quality assurance matters of the University of Ruhuna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Hemakumara, for your excellent presentation and also showing your strong commitment towards the quality assurance activities of your faculty and also towards the total whole university quality assurance activities. We are really happy that your action plan is progressing very well, and we wish that Faculty of Human Science would get A grades for all the programs in next program review cycle. With thanking to Professor Hemakumara, may I invite our next presenter, that is from Faculty of Management and Finance, Dr. Manjula Wanyarachige. Over to you, and I transfer this to technical committee.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me give a brief snapshot of the quality assurance activities in the Faculty of Management and Finance, where IQAC is a key stakeholder. The IQAC of the faculty is composed of a chairperson, a secretary, 5 members, including 4 representatives for academic departments, and the deputy senior student counselor. The Faculty of Management and Finance was established with only 2 departments in 2003 as the 6th faculty of the University of Ruhuna. Subsequently, several other departments were established. With the Department of Finance and the Department of Business Management to be established in this year, the number of departments attached to the faculty increases to 6. The faculty expanded not only in terms of the number of departments, but also in terms of its student base and study programs. At present, the faculty caters for approximately 1,400 students and remains as the second largest faculty of the university in terms of its student base. Annual student intake, which remained more or less the same until 2017, started to rise rapidly amidst the requirement of the country. This expansion was facilitated by the new faculty premises and lecture theatres completed in 2017. Nevertheless, with such a large student base and a rapidly increasing annual intake, the quality assurance in some areas has become a challenging task for the faculty. The faculty currently offers 4 undergraduate degree programs placed at SLQF level 6. Since 2005, these are semester-based study programs composed of required number of credits. In early days, these programs were offered in both single medium and English medium. However, now all the degree programs offered in the faculty are in English medium only. One of the intentions behind this move is to increase the graduate employability. Recently, the faculty introduced 3 degree programs to widen the choices available for its students. From this year, the students can enroll into these degree programs as well. All our undergraduate degree programs fully comply with SLQF and subject benchmark requirements. Moreover, these degree programs contain a dissertation, internship, English language course units, information technology course units, on a mandatory basis. Further, we are making arrangements to offer few optional modules such as software development, photography and videography to enhance extracurricular and soft skills of our students. We believe that these will further enhance their employability in the near future. To expand the higher education opportunities in the Sri Lankan higher education sector and to further widen the choices available for internal students, we are in the process of preparing a range of study programs, of which at the moment some are in the final stages. 4 degree programs offered by the faculty were reviewed recently, and 3 of them received A grades and 1 received a B grade with 77 marks. The A grade for this study program was missed only by 3 marks. Despite the grades and marks, the review teams highly appreciated a number of best practices of the faculty. Moreover, we are making continuous efforts to address program review recommendations to alleviate any weaknesses prevailing. In our initiatives for continuous improvement, all these degree programs were revised recently to fit with the new business environment. In addition to the quality assurance activities within the faculty, the IQAC of the Faculty of Management and Finance contributed immensely in various forms to the quality assurance initiatives of the university and of the Quality Assurance Council of the UGC. Among them, our contributions to the formulation of CQA strategic plan of the university, the policy on student feedback and peer evaluation of the university, the policy on credit transfer and recognition of prior learning of the UGC, revision of QA bylaws of the university, and revision of the examination manual of the university can be seen as salient contributions. The faculty maintain a range of active committees and teams to make the student life easy and vibrant. For example, the students can submit any request related to the difficulties they are facing to the Student Request Committee. This committee first go through the request and if necessary forward the request to other relevant committees or authorities for necessary actions. Moreover, career advisors, mentors, student counselors, and sports advisors provide guidance and consultation on a regular basis for all students. Further, the faculty encourages the establishment of various study circles to enhance student engagement and promote co-curricular and extracurricular activities. The faculty from its inception encouraged student feedback. Nevertheless, in early stage, the student feedback collection was done by individual academics on a voluntary basis. However, the faculty streamlined this process and introduced a mandatory student feedback collection mechanism in around 2017. Under this process, the student feedback forms relating to each academic were distributed among the students under the facilitation of the faculty office. To facilitate anonymous and unbiased feedback from the students, the faculty kept the involvement of individual academics away from this process. The student feedback results were then communicated to the academics after finalizing examination results. This process was further streamlined towards 2019, where all student feedback collection was mediated through Google Forms. This enabled the faculty to process and visualize the feedback results efficiently. Moreover, the faculty efforts on plagiarism prevention dates back to around 2014. This was further streamlined when the university started subscribing to Turnitin. The faculty is continuously making efforts to establish proper assessment practices given the advancement of technology and emerging new avenues for examination misconduct. The faculty started using Moodle-based LMS somewhere around 2008. Since then, the LMS was used rigorously to facilitate the student learning activities. Currently, the faculty has fully integrated its teaching and learning process with LMS for all course units. Moreover, the faculty is in a process to gradually simplify its processes to make the services offered by the faculty more student-friendly. At present, the students can obtain various services and access various information online without even coming to the university. Importantly, the Faculty of Management and Finance is the first faculty in the university to provide Wi-Fi access to all students in indoor and outdoor areas within the faculty premises. This will surely promote them with new learning opportunities. This will be further facilitated by a number of indoor and outdoor spaces allocated for student discussions and self-study. The introduction of smart classrooms with modern equipment and 21st century learning concepts will make their learning experience vibrant. Some of these initiatives were funded with LTILSA project granted under the AHEAD funds. With all these new features and facilities, the students can enter a whole new faculty and enjoy a range of new learning experiences when the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic fades away. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Manjula, for your excellent and very informative presentation. As you said, with the increased number of students in the Faculty of Management and Finance, maintaining quality would be a challenging task, but I'm sure the faculty and also the IQAC under your leadership are equal to any of these challenges, and hope we can overcome any of these challenges. I also should thank Dr. Manjula for contributing immensely towards the quality assurance activities facilitated by the Center for Quality Assurance. Now, I will invite our next presenter, that is from Faculty of Medicine, Professor Sudhira Jasing. Over to Technical Committee.
Good morning. I'm Sudhira Jasing, Chairperson, Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Faculty of Medicine, University of Ruhuna. Faculty of Medicine, University of Ruhuna was established in 1980. 15 departments together contribute for MBBS degree program. Currently, there are 6 student batches in the faculty with 1,169 students, 104 academic staff, and 117 non-academic staff and academic supportive staff. Current IQAC was appointed in May 2020, and there are 22 members in the committee. This committee started their work upward from the action plan for the last program review conducted in 2019. Further, IQAC appointed 8 senior academics who could be the criterion leaders of the next program review, along with the Dean and Chairperson of Internal Quality Assurance Cell as a core group for quality assurance, to guide IQAC on the quality improvement activities in the faculty. In the action plan for 2019 to 2023, 84 activities were proposed. Among them, 52 activities, that is 66%, had been fully completed. More than 50% of the work was done in 12 activities, and that is approximately 15%. And 5 activities had been initiated, but the progress is less than 50%. During the next couple of minutes, I will highlight the important things we have done over the last 16 months. In the last year, we made sure to give updated handbook for all the students in the faculty. This year, we thought of getting students' involvement in the handbook. As a result, a competition for cover page design was conducted and selected this attractive cover page submitted by a final year medical student for the Student Handbook 2021, which is under printing. It is a practice of obtaining student handbook for student feedback for teaching learning activities in the faculty. Neither it was monitored nor there were reports on measures taken to improve teaching and learning based on the feedback. Sometimes the feedback obtained was no use as they were not analyzed. Therefore, we introduced online system to get the feedback in which report is auto-generated. Further, IQAC regularly monitors whether academics are obtaining the feedback and discuss the action taken by the departments to rectify the deficiencies pointed out by the students. In the first half of the last year, 59% of the academics, and by the end of the last year, 91% of the academics obtained student feedback. Along with it, peer evaluation was reactivated and encouraged in this year. Course specifications or the learning objectives were available in the departments, and the access was limited to the students who interact with the departments. Further, some of the departments have not revised the course specifications for years. We compiled course specifications of 15 departments, and after approval from the Senate, the booklet was uploaded to the web, enabling access to anybody who is interested in. During this process, departments received their course specification, revised their course specification, and deficiencies were rectified. We realized the importance of some policy documents for the faculty, including online teaching, curriculum development and revision, differently able students, faculty quality assurance. The policy document on online teaching was approved by the Faculty Board and the Senate. The policy document on curriculum development and revision, faculty quality assurance, are in the process of approval. The policy document on differently able students was considering to develop a common policy to the University of Ruhuna by CQA. As there are a lot of documents and materials for students and the staff are generating through IQAC, need of a web page for IQAC was felt. Now we have a web page in the faculty web page where approved document, statistics, and important circular were uploaded. The quality improvement activities of the faculty is a teamwork and need to obtain the support from all stakeholders. To initiate the contribution of committees in the faculty, each committee was guided to identify their responsibilities and activities, including the student bodies. They formed TORs for their committees, which were compiled and obtained approval from the Faculty Board and Senate. This whole process gives the insight to the committees of their responsibilities and to act accordingly. In this year, we initiated screening of new entrants for disabilities. The data we received were directed to the Dean, the Faculty Medical Officer, and relevant mentors for necessary actions. Students are the most important stakeholder of the faculty. Their inputs on improvement are essential. Hence, conduct of student satisfaction survey was initiated in year 2020. And 3 such surveys were conducted so far. The surveys are done after the final MBBS examination before the release of the results. In this year, it has been extended to conduct a survey at the midpoint of the undergraduate period. The results were conveyed to relevant officials to take actions. Further, course evaluation by student was reactivated. This is operated centrally, and 3 departments were evaluated during this year. Based on the results of the satisfaction survey, 24-hour reporting system for harassments, sexual and gender-based violence was established through the faculty web, in which any student can access and report. Option for anonymous reporting was kept open. Few incidents were reported through the system and necessary actions were taken. To guide probation lecturers and new recruits during early period of their career, mentoring system was introduced and it was operated by a medical education and staff development unit. The lives of the both student and staff changed dramatically due to COVID-19 pandemic. As the rest of the faculties, we too moved to virtual platform for teaching. As long as examinations are concerned, restructuring, change of composition, and timing was done by some of the department. Although formative assessment were not in practice in the faculty, they were introduced and conducted to enhance learning and assessment level of the students. Clinical training is the most challenging activity in this period, as students from the third year onwards train in the hospital. COVID-19 steering committee was appointed by the faculty board, including dean, faculty medical officer, academic warden, and representatives from clinical teachers to assess the situation regularly and take necessary action. Further, they were active throughout 24 hours to face any urgent and unexpected situations. COVID-19 Management Center was established in the faculty with the collaboration of National Operations Center for Prevention of COVID-19 Outbreak and the provincial health authorities of the Ministry of Health to operate a hotline to advise and guide people who seek help. In this center, both staff and students are working. Despite of a lot of constraint in this period, IQAC conducted 19 workshops for staff and the students on program review, SCR writing, online student feedback, forming MCQs and SCQs. All in all, our effort was to uplift the quality of the faculty in all aspects. Hope that we are successful to some extent, and this will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Sudhira, for your excellent presentation and your great dedication toward the quality improvement of the Faculty of Medicine and also the whole university. Hope our audience will have a lot of clarification. Will need a lot of clarification from your new initiatives. While thanking you, I mentioned at this point former chairman of the IQAC Medicine, Professor Mahinda Komalage as well. Now I invite our next presenter, that's from Faculty of Science, Professor Hemanta Vegiriya. Over to Technical Committee.
Good morning, Chairperson of this session, distinguished guests, CQA directors, IQAC chairpersons, staff, and my colleagues. On behalf of IQAC Science, I will be brief about quality assurance activities of the faculty. As this is the first quality assurance session, so I would like to very briefly talk about the Faculty of Science. Faculty established in 1978 with 6 departments, namely botany, chemistry, computer science, mathematics, physics, and zoology. So the faculty offers several degree programs for the undergraduate students, namely BSc degree, used to call as BSc General degree. So normally 3 academic years, minimum number of 90 credits student has to earn, and SLQF level 5. So there are 2 streams, biological sciences and physical sciences. All the departments contribute to this program. Then the BSc honors degree, other than computer science, all 5 departments contribute to the BSc honors degree. Normally 4 academic years, 120 credits, and SLQF level 6. The other 2 degree programs, BCS degree, the Bachelor of Computer Science and Bachelor of Computer Science honors degree offered by the Department of Computer Science. So they are level 5 and 6 degree courses. Then I would like to talk about our staff and students. So there are about 100 to 110 academic staff and 17 permanent academic supportive staff and 85 temporary academic supportive staff and around 96 non-academic staff. So about the students, so majority of students are following BSc degree around 1000, BSc honors degree 100 to 110, BCS degree 140 to 150 students, BCS honors degree 14 students. So this is our staff and student population in the faculty. Then I would like to talk about IQAC Science. Initially, a member from the faculty participated the quality assurance unit in the university. But in 2005, the QA bylaws, so faculty formally established IQAC. In 2016, the composition is similar to as given in the bylaws. So the chairperson, one member from each department, one nominee from the faculty, deputy senior student counsellor, one external member, and a secretary, usually AR of the faculty. So this is our members at present. There are 11 members, and we meet usually once a month, every second Tuesday of the month. And we report activities to the faculty board and CQA. So when we talk about the activities we have done so far, so the IQAC revised many of the feedback forms according to the QAAC format, so including student feedback on lectures, practical classes and field trips, peer evaluation forms, feedback forms for internal and external moderation. So likewise, we have modified. In addition to that, we revised graduate attributes to be aligned with SLQS guidelines. So faculty initially developed attributes in 2010, around 10 attributes, but we revised in 2018 to be aligned with SLQF 2015 guidelines. So at present, we are having 12 graduate attributes under 4 major categories as indicated in SLQF document. Then we have conducted several staff development workshops, especially in teaching and learning for all permanent academic staff, based on the outcome-based education, learner-centered teaching, and to prepare lesson materials and lecture mapping with graduate attributes. And another awareness program on program review. So all these workshops were conducted by using the funds we received from the grants we won last few years, such as QIG and a head grant. Therefore, we did not request any funds from the main quality assurance unit of the university. And as another major activity, we have submitted a self-evaluation report for program review of the science faculty. And these are some of the workshops we have conducted on these teaching and learning activities and the participants. When we talk about the problems encountered, so mainly due to COVID-19 pandemic, we were unable to conduct most of the planned workshops, especially for awareness workshops for academic supportive staff, non-academic staff, and students on quality assurance and program review. Also, we were planned to have a quality circle for students, so that was also not possible. And there were some delays in program review and related activities such as evidence collections and so on. However, we think that COVID-19 has created some of the very good initiatives in the faculty. So during the first wave of COVID-19 in May 2020, faculty established COVID Relief Fund. And using these funds, faculty managed to support more than 100 students with financial difficulties. Also, faculty provided funds for staff who involved in preparing good quality face masks and hand sanitizers, because at that time these were face masks and hand sanitizers were the main problem. And also we started online lectures for students very early, and also we conducted awareness workshops on online assessment in July for academic staff of the faculty. So anyway, as previous workshops, all these are funded by a head grant. So we did not request any funds from the CQA. Then when we talk about the other experiences, so faculty managed to conduct its annual international conference, RISCON 2021, in January in a fully online mode, and it was very successful and participation also very high. And also in August 2021, faculty conducted the Science Faculty Day. Because last year it was not possible due to COVID pandemic. Anyway, in the morning, there were physical or hybrid mode with invited guests. But in the other sessions, like competitions involving students and staff, it's online. And there were a lot of competitions such as photography, quiz competition, crossword puzzles, and everything done online. And the musical event, the usual musical event of the Science Faculty Day, done with the participation of students and staff online. So they have prepared videos and it was very successful. Participation is very good and it is one of the good thing I think we have to conduct even in the future. Then we managed to complete all the examination for honor degree students with all the precautions for COVID pandemic. And also we started the orientation program for new entrants with additional intake of 210 students in this September. And now we have increased our student number, the level, the fresh students, around 700 students. So it is also a great achievement even during the COVID pandemic period. And these are the activities we have done so far. When we talk about future activities, now I think we have to prepare everything for the online program review evaluation. So that is one thing we have to complete. And also we want to plan awareness program on quality assurance and program review for academic supportive and non-academic staff as well as students. And also we are planning to further improvement of teaching, learning and assessment of OTLA for hybrid mode of teaching. So this is the end of my presentation, and I would like to thank organizing committee for giving me the opportunity, and I wish every success for Ruhuna quality assurance sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Hemanta, for your excellent presentation. I think you have a very big work ahead. Now, program review site visits is ahead. And we wish Faculty of Science for the program review outcome. I thank you for your presentation and your commitment towards the quality assurance activities of the university. Now I invite our penultimate presenter, that is from Faculty of Technology, Dr. Hashini Vitarana. Over to Technical Committee.
Good morning, all of you. I am Hashini Vitarana, Chairperson of the Quality Assurance Cell of the Faculty of Technology. You all are welcome to my presentation, Activities by Iqac of Faculty of Technology. This is the content of the presentation: introduction, layout, and infrastructure facilities and programs of the Faculty of Technology, techniques, elements, and also establishment of the Integrated Quality Assurance Cell, composition of the Internal Quality Assurance Cell of the technology, and workshops conducted, experience to handle COVID-19 situation and action plans of the Internal Quality Assurance Cell of the Faculty of Technology for next year. Faculty of Technology proposed as the 9th Faculty of University of Ruhuna, and this was established under the Gazette issued 26 April 2016. Currently, the faculty comprises 4 departments: Engineering Technology, Information and Communication Technology, Biosystems Technology, and Multidisciplinary Studies. The faculty provides opportunity to obtain university education for A-level students in the technology stream. Faculty of Technology situated in Karagoda area at Kamurupitiya. The Faculty of Technology area consists of academic buildings, hostel which can cater all around 800 students, library, canteen, and also Wi-Fi facilities are available for all the students. Faculty of Technology offers 3 degree programs at the moment: Bachelor of Engineering Technology, Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology, and Bachelor of Biosystem Technology. Those degree programs consist with minimum of 120 credits in each degree program, and also 6 months industrial training is included. Moreover, all academic levels in each degree program are synchronized before this COVID-19 situation. Management Information System of the Faculty of Technology is a very important facility given for the students as well as the teachers. By using this management information technology, not technique, the students can submit medical certificates, download past papers, and also they can view registered courses for the semester, eligibility for examinations, results and GPA, notices submitted by staff and the administration. The teachers can publish notice, set up eligibility criteria on the attendance, upload past papers, and also they can view the attendance, student enrollment for courses, and also the results and GPA of the student. The technology faculty provides learning management systems to the students. Then the students can take lecture notes by using the LMS. Not only the lecture notes, they can download the videos of the recorded lectures also. This system can be used for conducting continuous assessment also. And you can see a sample view of the one of lectures conducted in the technology faculty, fluid dynamics and machinery. You can see the view of the screen. Now I will move towards the establishment of the internal quality assurance set of the Faculty of Technology. So far, 2 chairpersons have chaired the quality assurance cell. First, Dr. Harshadeva Gunawardana and next Dr. Hashni Vitarana. Under the tenure of Dr. Harshadeva Gunawardana, they had conducted the preliminary preparation for accreditation in the year 2019. UGC had conducted mid-program review. In that time, they had conducted the programming mapping for all the course units of the first 2 years of ET and ICT department and received the good feedback from the committee. Next, under the tenure of Hashni Vitarana, there were 8 IQS meetings have conducted from the last year and 4 workshops have been conducted. The internal quality assurance cell of the Faculty of Technology consists of Dean, Chairperson, Assistant Registrar, and 2 staff members from the each department. In the right-hand side table, you can see the current members of the quality assurance cell of the Faculty of Technology. Now we will move towards the workshops conducted by the internal quality assurance cell of the Faculty of Technology. Professor Sudhira De Silva, Faculty of Engineering, conducted a workshop on curriculum vision and mapping. The main aim was to improve the knowledge of academic staff of the Faculty of Technology about curriculum vision and mapping. This was conducted 15th October 2020 via Zoom platform. Another workshop was conducted by Dr. K.G.S. Gunawardana, the current Dean, Faculty of Technology. It was about assessment mark scaling to enhance the knowledge about final grading normalization. This was conducted for the activity staff of the Faculty of Technology physically. Workshop on course information sheet preparation was conducted by the resource person Professor B.K. Jayveera from Vaibhav University of Sri Lanka. This was conducted for the academic staff of the Faculty of Technology and another 3 members from each faculty of the university. The objective of this workshop was to enhance the knowledge and skill of preparing course information sheet development and also to train a group of faculty level trainers. This was also conducted physically. One more workshop conducted by Professor Mahinda Atapattu via Zoom platform about SLQF guideline for the academic staff of Faculty of Technology. Now I will explain you our experience to handle the COVID-19 pandemic situation. During this situation, The faculty conducted online lectures, continuous assessment, evaluation feedback forms, evaluation of research work and workshops. The most recent workshop conducted by the Indian Disabilities Department, Health in Technology Stream Education by Dr. Dceu is was conducted via Zoom technology. Moreover, we conducted several examinations in the examination. For example, level 4 semester 1 and 2 examination. They were our first batch students. We were able to finish all the requirements for their graduation within this pandemic situation. We make bio-bubble examination for their examination. We conducted continuous assessment via online by using LMS. In this exam, there were several students who were suffering from COVID-19 and who have COVID-19 patient in their home. We asked them to wear personal protective equipment in the examination, and also all the staff engaged with the examination wear the personal protective equipment. Likewise, we were able to finish their examination. Another example is we were able to take the feedback of the Faculty of Technology. We conducted the inauguration ceremony online, and also they are conducting their orientation program via online. Last week, they conducted a musical show by using Iqac. This is the action plan for the Faculty of Technology for next year. Main task, we are expected to extend the quality assurance practices in the faculty, accreditation of this program, and preparation of UGC program review. For the quality assurance practices in the faculty, we expect to conduct sessions of quality assurance practices in the organization, and also conduct seminars for students who are interested in participating and publish quality assurance activities of faculty. We expect to take applications for all the three programs, the quality assurance program. And also, we are expected ready for the program review in the next year. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you, Dr. Hashini, for your excellent presentation, and also for your great enthusiasm towards the quality assurance activities of your faculty, and also your contribution towards the quality assurance activities of the whole university. Now, without wasting time, I will invite our last presenter. That presentation from recently established IQAC of the library. The presentation will be done by Mrs. Teja Kurkwarachi. Over to technical committee.
Good morning. I am Teja Kurkwarachi, the IQAC chair for the library, University of Ruhuna. First, I will present a brief introduction about the quality assurance cell and its objectives. Then I will describe the activities undertaken by the library to offer quality access and opportunity for all the library users, including the programs during the COVID-19 pandemic situation, to connect the library users with information sources and ensure learning and research development. This will be followed by some of the opportunities for sharing professional knowledge collaboratively with QAC activities. Finally, I will present future plans. The library IQAC was constituted in the end of year 2020. Before that, a senior assistant librarian from the library participated for the QAC activities. The Ruhuna University Library IQAC is functioning towards connecting the library users to learning and inspiring them to achieve academic and professional goals towards a better world. The University of Ruhuna Library IQAC committee has been appointed in consultation with QAC bylaws and includes academic and non-academic staff members as well as student members. In the IQAC committee, the chairperson is a senior assistant librarian, an academic staff member in the library. The committee includes 2 more academic staff members from the library. The convener of the committee is the senior assistant registrar of the library. Furthermore, there are 2 academic staff members from faculties, 4 non-academic staff members, 2 from the library and 2 from the faculty. Also, it includes 2 students. In parallel to IQAC vision and mission, Ruhuna University Library IQAC mission is to take part in achieving the highest quality in all study programs of the university that is respected worldwide. Our objectives are parallel to the vision and mission and to achieve it. They include ensuring continuous improvements in quality of library collection and service experience, ensuring quick access to reliable information sources, overcoming digital divide, along with skilled professionals and necessary infrastructure as the heart of the research and the academic life. Empower all towards lifelong learning, along with literacy programs, a safe space for learning, and support for researchers to create new knowledge for a better world. Information literacy has become a crucial set of essential life skills for the information age. It is not only important in academic work at university, it empowers to become independent lifelong learners. Library introduced information literacy for undergraduate students, starting from some faculties in 2011. It was at different levels that matches with the faculty context. Our process was to discuss with the relevant faculty, then at the University Library Committee, and finally implement with the Senate approval. Now, the collaboration with QAC is a good opportunity to discuss quality perspectives. Also, in future, COVID-19 pandemic situation caused problems with using physical library and the online databases limited to university network. Library focused this issue with electronic journal databases, remote access service. But due to some limitations, service could not be extended to students. The library is aiming to solve that also. The information repository provides access to research outputs in line with ethical and copyright considerations. Library introduced document delivery service to increase access to print resources by adding content pages through the Pqac and offering access to interested specific portions of the resources on request, using an e-archive of required sources that is already maintained. In this era of transformation from print to electronic, library is focusing on continuous quality improvements concerning both forms of resources that benefit students' learning and research, contributing for a better world. The approaches include early registration of students in the library, user education programs, online public access catalog directing the users to the collections, library website introducing library services with access to Pqac, user accounts and online resources, automated circulation system, well-balanced library collection are also focused, and then convenient reading room facility for faculty, library committees, plagiarism and predatory journals concerns, and support with technology facilities, including the laptop lending service, also include in our focus for providing quality service. QAC approach stems teamwork to discuss quality matters towards offering an encouraging environment for learning and researching. A recent discussion about university policy document on differently abled students offered opportunity to collaborate, paying attention on the worldwide concern about treating people with disabilities as humans by using the person comes first, the disability comes second terminology. Discussions focused on defining an appropriate term for the policy document as well as for future concerns. Another important concept is in this digital world is digital literacy. Digital literacy means having the skills you need to live, learn, and work in a society where communication and access to information is increasingly through digital technologies. The need of introducing the concept digital literacy to assess relevant competencies in the employability study of the graduates of University of Ruhuna was also highlighted. Library is planning to do necessary updates in these policy documents and other approaches considering quality expectations towards supporting to contribute with learning and research for a better world. For example, library fines policy has been introduced not to stop someone using the resources. It aims to ensure the borrowed resources to be returned on due date, as another one may be waiting for it. Thank you for your attention during this presentation.
Thank you, Mrs. Teja, for your excellent presentation and your commitment towards the improvement of quality in the university. And quality of library services can make a huge impact on the overall quality of our university, graduation, overall university, the services. I'm sorry that I announced that we will end the session with that Teja's presentation, but we have another presentation. I'll invite Professor Wajira Bulkapitia to make a presentation on the Iqac Distance and Continuing Education Unit. Over to Technical Committee.
Thank you, Professor Mahinda. So, Vice Chancellor, sir, and Deputy Vice Chancellor, Directors CQA, and distinguished participants, dear colleagues. So, I'm going to. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's not in.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It's not in.
Not in
presentation mode.
Presentation.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, full screen you need.
Good.
Okay, now.
Right. Now it is okay.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to give you a brief introduction of what is the Distance and Continuing Education Unit. So it was first established as an external education examination unit in 1997, affiliated to Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, and then it is operated under university as the unit with the broad objectives of expanding the access to higher educational opportunities to prospective students in the country. So then the name was changed to Distance and Continuing Education Unit in 2012. So with the implementation of the UGC Circular 932 in 2010, and also with the approval of University Council. Now we'll see what are the programs offered through DCEU. So Dceu has been involved in conducting external degree programs and extension courses under ODL modes, that means distance learning mode, and especially we are conducting only as a degree programs only Bachelor of Art degree, and there are many extensions courses, diploma, higher diploma, certificates, and advanced certificates. If I give you examples, we are conducting diploma in human resource development. All the courses are conducted with the collaboration of faculties. So diploma in human resource management. This is conducted with the collaboration with Faculty of Management and Finance. Diploma in Psychological Counseling with the collaboration with Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. Diploma in Scientific Tea Manufacturing and Quality Management with the collaboration of Faculty of Agriculture, Diploma in Biodiversity, same with Faculty of Agriculture, and Diploma and Higher Diploma in English, this with the English department, and certificates, advanced certificate courses in English, and also many extension courses are in the line now. Those are in the reviewing process. We will start many more courses coming years. So now I talk about quality assurance process of Dceu. Complying to the policy of Qac UGC and also CQA of the University of Ruhuna, and also with following to the guideline given in Manual for Quality Assurance of External Degree and Extension Courses, that is UGC manual, published in 2014. So we established Iqac of Dcu in last year December. First meeting we started January 21 this year. And then, so we have taken all the necessary approval from CQA, Management Committee, Senate, and Council. So, what are the objectives of Iqac of Dcu? So, those are our objectives to improve the quality and maintain the standards in program, services, operations, student learning, and institutional performance. To facilitate internalization of quality culture. To maintain the trust and confidentiality in the examination procedures. To ensure that necessary skills are acquired in the programs, encourage lifelong learning and self-directed management, and to foster customer satisfaction with all the programs, and to gain public confidence. To ensure that learners receive the programs and services as promised in the programs information and at the registration. To ensure that defined standards will be reliably achieved. To maintain the credibility of the awards, qualification, and to be accountable for fund use. So this is the composition of Iqac. So we complying to again the QA manual of UGC and also some amendment with the role of Management Committee of Dcu. Director Dcu is the chairperson. So member from representing council, University Council, senior administrator, chairperson of Board of Studies of faculties related to distance and continuing education, and assistant registrar of Dcu. With that, this is our current composition. So I serve as the chairperson. Mrs. Hemantimala Vanigasinghe, she is the principal of Sujata College, is a council nominee. Professor Vijit Jayaman from Agriculture, Professor Ashoka Deepananda from FMST, Dr. Indrani from Management and Finance, Dr. K. Nishant Dose from Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. As now he is on leave, now we are having new viewers chair since last month, Dr. Dushmanti Silva. And as a senior administrator, we are having Mrs. Chantika Seneviratne, Deputy Registrar, Examination. So we conduct monthly meeting. So minutes prepared, distributed. The minutes are submitted to CQA of the university. And Iqac is agenda matter of all the Board of Studies, because we are having Board of Studies related to distance and continuing education. Those we are having, currently we are having 4 Board of Studies. And also there's agenda matter in Management Committee of Dcu, Iqac agenda matter. And Iqac decisions for quality enhancement are submitted to Management Committee and then implemented directly in the relevant processes. So those are the QA functions we have initiated so far. So we do the monthly review of quality aspects of all the extensions courses and external degree programs and address any issues. And we are in the process of devising many procedures related to enhancing the quality of the various processes related to distance and learning of academic programs, especially teaching and learning, student registration, student support, rules and regulations, manners for students, question setting, moderating, marking, releasing results, communicating modes with all the respective bodies with Dceu, SOP for standard operational practices for procedures for all the processes of Dceu, responsibilities of coordinators and Dceu pertaining to the external degree programs and extension courses, and also for payment procedures for academic activities. And also we have done conducting online academic activities for BA programs and extension courses. Those are already conducting now, are being conducted, and we have completed releasing results, all the examination conducted so far, and all the QA procedures were formulated and reported to the management committee, and dissemination of information on the various quality parameters of extension courses and extension programs to all the board of studies, faculty boards, and internal screening of proposal of new programs and communicated to relevant academics coordinators to address any issues, forwarding new proposal to the CQA and follow-up action for reviewing, and then for the starting of the programs, and facilitating SCR for external review process. Now we are in the process of preparing program review, SCR for program review of BA degree programs. So now this we have to complete it very soon. And happily we have completed the restructured VA curriculum. And so this is, we got a lot of support from the faculty. The faculty gave their consent to offer internal BA programs. This was revised last year to the external degree programs, and according to the requirement of the UGC, so we did some restructuring with the support of the faculty and also board of studies, and we have submitted it to the QAC after many corrections. Now we 2 days back we got compliance for all the criteria. It was very happy things, and so now we can implement it with this new batch, already registered batch in this coming month. And those are the future functions. So all the courses we have initiated will be continued towards success. And there are many more courses we have to start. We have planned and improvement for the internalization quality culture and quality advancement towards the expected standards for these programs and the processes. And so we have to complete our SCR, and also we have to conduct all the matters related to the program review of BA program. And so these are the intended outcome of the quality assurance process of Dceu. So timely and efficient and progressive performance of academic, administrative and financial tasks of Dceu, relevancy and quality of academic programs, skill development through modern methods of teaching, learning and assessment, many good practices become institutionalized, credibility of ODL system or open and distance learning system of UR and gain public demand. So this is where we were in this. We are climbing this ladder. So we are where we were past, and now we have started quality assurance courses, and we are improving quality. And we will come to some benchmarking, and then we go to the changes to sustain the quality culture in the institute and also as a distance education unit. And I would like to acknowledge Vice Chancellor as the chairperson of MC Management Committee, and members of the Management Committee at CQA of the University, and all the members of IQAC of Dceu. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Wajira, for your excellent presentation and your commitment towards the quality improvement of university at large. Now, with that presentation, we conclude the IQAC presentations of all the IQACs. We initially planned to have 30 minutes of discussion. However, given the situations, we are really behind the schedules. The Q&A session, we have to restrict only for 15 minutes. So without taking time, I will open the session for the Q&As from the presenters. I'm sure there will be many questions to be clarified from the presenters. So over to you all.
Professor Mahinda?
Yeah.
I would just like to make a comment on actually not really a question. And I thank you so much, all the chairpersons of IQACs, and excellent presentations and excellent work done in their faculties, in the other entities. It's really amazing and very impressive. And even because, nobody was kind of, taken back even during this pandemic situation. So things have been continuing, and it's a really an encouragement to see that there a lot of success has been achieved. And so I think attitudes, as Professor Collins mentioned, I think we are not in bad situations. So everybody seems to be providing quality and working towards enhancing quality and all. So I thank you again. It's very, very impressive. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Kanti. I have one clarification from Dr. Manjula. Dr. Manjula, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am here. Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Manjula, I understand you implement a plagiarism checking policy for the undergraduate works as well. I mean, for what level plagiarism you consider? I mean, it is for dissertation or for the assignments as well?
Actually, earlier we had a 30% limit for undergraduate dissertation, but it was not strictly implemented because student didn't have a facility to check the plagiarism before they submit to the faculty. Therefore, but we have informed the students that we are checking it, and our limit is 30%. But later there was a Senate paper which says that it's 50% for undergraduate dissertations. And now we are going with that, but still, even the level is below 50. We are going through the report and check whether there is serious issues, even though the level is below 30%. And on a voluntary basis, on a need basis, we check plagiarism for in assignments as well, because there are a lot of assignments. We have seen that students have a tendency to take assignments from the previous batch students and make certain changes. It's not mandatory. I mean, on a voluntary basis, individual academics time to time check plagiarism on assignments as well. But dissertations has become mandatory for several years now.
Thank you, Dr. Manjul. It's encouraging. Any more issues?
Yes, sir. Very good presentations overall. Now these days all universities are really keen, and they are very much talking about on these webometric rankings, right? So how about this now? How can do we have processes or plans to incorporate these aspects in our QA practices?
In fact, as far as I know, university has a ranking committee. The committee look into aspects related to ranking and how we can improve our ranking, or at least how we can maintain our ranking. So yeah, that committee look into this matter, as far as I know. Yes.
Actually, I just like to mention that there was a workshop about 2 or 3 weeks back regarding how to improve our own, how to improve our own achievements and the research activities and so on in the web, in our profiles, so that it will also help improve our ranking, assessments or whatever the criteria.
Any more clarifications?
And sir, we have witness from the engineering faculty. They do have this departmental quality assurance council. So how about other department as well, and why only engineering faculty?
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's good move that engineer faculty is having department level IQAC or cello circus. Can Professor Sudhir elaborate on us how? I mean, I also want to know how that mechanism works. I mean, the IQAC, the faculty IQAC, does it get a representative from the department IQACs, or are they functions parallel to each other?
Yes, Prasatapattu. The department quality assurance is kind of the mandatory requirement given by the IESL. IESL is doing a kind of accreditation review for department level, because we are covering the different degree specialization by each department. Therefore, having a department quality assurance cells are kind of an important thing for us. Most of the time, the department quality assurance chairperson is the kind of a member representing the faculty quality assurance. And all these quality improvement required, especially the continuous quality improvement techniques we are adopted in the Faculty of Engineering, is monitored by the department level quality assurance. That is the policy we have, the department quality assurance.
Thank you, Professor Sudhir. Now, I want to get a clarification from Professor Sudhir from the medical faculty. Now, you have this interesting mentoring program for new recruitees. Can you elaborate the mechanism you have adapted there? Professor Sudhira? Professor Sudhira? Professor Sudhira Singh, are you there? Are you with us?
Sudhir was there. I'm sorry, I had to go important call, so I had to miss. Sudhir is still there.
Maybe she just walked out of the chair or something.
Nice to see different Mahinda. Mahinda, I saw something like this. If I correct me if I'm wrong. I saw differences in outputs of the faculty quality cells, right? Which is not a bad thing at all. I think it should be different. I think what is applicable to medical faculty is not applicable to any other faculty. So they do different things. Things like, is it possible for us to compare some of the common things, like say for example, quality cell meetings number per year on all 10 faculties, quality cell activities number and kind of quantity comparison, quantity not quality. The quality is very different in many. Some are training how to do this, that, and the other, called skills training programs and so on. So those are not issues. Quantity issues. Well, I think if there are quality cells which do not meet regularly, then there is an issue. I didn't see any, right? But it can happen. No? Some quality cells may fail. So one day when it happens, we pick it up very early before it really goes to a long distance. So that was my concern. That I just noticed that. That's all. But I think everybody is doing good work. Right?
That we can suggest to a CQA to implement.
CQA can do that comparison table.
Basic
every month it's updated.
Basic mandatory baseline performance level.
Exactly. Baseline. Yeah. Right. Good. You put it in the right words. Good.
Also, Mahinda, I just got a call from Professor Sudhira, and she had a problem with her connection, so she's not being able to join right now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, now another important thing I want to get clarified from Dr. Asanka from Fisheries. Now you have you analyze the results and put that into LMS or MIS. So who does it, and to which level that analysis is discussed and used in your quality improvement or quality assurance process? Can we elaborate us? I mean, it is a good practice.
We just started it.
Okay.
So we didn't get the time to further analyze. Actually, our system analyst she's getting this result directly from the published result from the exam department, and then she incorporate these results as a table and these bar charts in the MIS, Management Information System. Then each academic can check it and compare.
Okay. Another interesting item I noticed activity at the Fisheries faculty is that the lab safety guidelines you have. It's also interesting thing.
Yeah, we have formulated. Yeah, we have formulated the lab safety guideline. At least it is also at the basic level right now. We are going to organize a series of workshops to introduce this lab safety guideline, and also to improve the guidelines, because there's a separate committee for that, and we are planning to organize this workshop through the faculty quality assurance cell with the possible funding from the quality assurance unit.
Thank you, Dr. Asanka. Now, Professor Sudhira is back.
Yeah.
Professor Sudhira, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, because there was an interruption with the wind and all the internet connections have gone. The answer to your question is, can you hear me?
Yes. You know the question.
The answer to the question is that we introduced the mentoring system for the probation lecturers and new recruits to guide them in their initial career. So the senior member in the faculty was appointed as a mentor for each of them, and they will be guided by those senior members until 3 years, those who have been recruited for the senior lecturer post, or as the probation lecturers until they get their confirmation. So there will be regular meetings with mentors, and the progress is assessed every 6 months period.
How a mentor is selected, and I mean, how and who?
Yeah. Yes, the mentor is
particular new recruitee.
Yeah, the mentor is selected by the department head with the agreement of the mentee, and sometimes there are mentors within the department as well. But some departments, they have selected the mentors outside the department from some other department. It is up to them to select the mentor.
And another interesting development I noticed was the online examination activity at the engineering faculty. I noticed they have developed very good one. Professor Sudhira, can you elaborate on that online examination policy you have developed, and you have combined few platforms and developed your own one? I think it's a good one. I think if a university can commission faculty of engineering to develop one for university, that would be great. I mean, if you buy one from outside, it would cost a huge amount of money. But Sudhira, can you elaborate and to which level it has completed, and it is the success level of that one? How you compare it with the existing commercially available applications?
Actually, we tested different techniques adopted by the different university. Especially, this similar system is developed in the Faculty of Engineering in Perdana University as well. Then we get the feedback from them initially,
And then we have a separate committee is appointed, faculty board. I'm the chairperson of the committee, and the one group is looking at how to develop this IT infrastructure required for this online examination system, and other group is handling all the regulations and the guidelines required for the students. Shall I share my screen and try to explain to you?
Yeah, if you can share within a couple of minutes.
1 minute. Yeah. You can see my screen now.
Yes.
Actually, this system is supported with the Moodle and the Safe Exam Browser and the Zoom video.
One. Oh, yeah.
All three put into the one blended system, and this is going to the particular student. And what we do is then we need to assign invigilators and the supervisors for this examination that should be handled by the AR engineering. Then we develop another interface system. She's handling all the people who assign for the examination. Then they can access to the system. And same time, the invigilator during the examination is going on. She has to check this ID and identify the student correctly. And the MIS system is developed online. The particular invigilator can look at the student and check whether that particular student is correct or not. And all the information that invigilator has to complete during the examination time. There are a couple of examination rooms are there. Then each room with the two invigilators are operating. If something happened, one invigilator, there is another invigilator is looking at these particular students. And the proctoring system is as shown in this slide. There is a particular students has to come up with a smartphone. That smartphone has to fix in the back side of the student. Then we can see her monitor or the student monitor and what the particular student is doing during the exam. That is monitored by the invigilator during the exam. And this is the system we developed for these online examination.
I think it's worthy of sharing and worthy of further
we are
development
testing, testing and
benefit of university.
Yeah, within this.
Can I just ask the one question? Do you expect all students to have a laptop? Do you?
Yes, laptop or desktop computer.
For the computer, and then plus a smartphone.
Two smartphones. One for the proctoring, and other one he has to use for the scanning the answer scripts.
The proctoring that cannot be removed from there.
Yeah, that should be continuously operating during the exam. Otherwise, we lost connection.
Right. Do you think students will be able to afford that kind of?
Actually, we had a meeting with the students that there's one with the 275 students and another one with the 75 students in the electrical department. They are agreed to have this set up, and what is requirement is to have this online examination for them. Anyhow, they will resolve all the issues they agree.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, engineering students, it's computer is a compulsory one. So, are there any more questions?
Can I tell you? I'm sure, I don't know whether Amila Sirisena has joined you in the, I didn't hear him. Sudhira, if you look at, I have data on income of students, average income of parents, annual average income of parents of students in different faculties. So, in general, education is polarized, higher education, towards rich. So average annual income of medical students is the highest, very close to $1 million. That is despite under declaration, because I have picked up even a doctor declaring it's about 1.7 million, which I think is not really true, right? But yeah. Engineering faculty is coming second. So it's again very certainly